Hi, everyone. Welcome to my channel. So, today we'll talk about a very important concept, the Human Development Index, or as it's commonly known, the HDI. Think about this for a moment. When you hear that a country is developed, what does that mean to you? Do you just think about its economy, its wealth, or its GDP? Is a country with lots of money always a developed country? Well, that's not the full picture. Because true development isn't just about money. It's about people. And that's where the HDI comes in. We'll break down this powerful concept into simple terms so you can understand what it is, why it matters, and how it helps us see the world differently. So, what exactly is the Human Development Index? The HDI is a statistical tool created by the United Nations Development Programme, UNDP, to measure countries' average achievement in three basic dimensions of human development. It's a way to look beyond just economic growth and focus on the well-being of the people. So, what are these three dimensions? Let's talk about them one by one. A long and healthy life. This is measured using life expectancy at birth. In simple terms, it's about how long a person is expected to live in a given country. A longer lifespan generally indicates good health facilities and living conditions. Access to knowledge. This pillar focuses on education. It is measured using two indicators: mean years of schooling, the average number of years of education received by people aged 25 and older, and expected years of schooling, the number of years of education a child can expect to receive. A higher score here means a country values education and its population is well educated. A decent standard of living. This is measured by gross national income, GNI, per capita. This tells us about the average income of the people in a country. It represents their ability to afford a decent life. So, why is this index so important? Why can't we just look at GDP? Think about it like this. A country might have very high GDP because of, say, its oil exports. But if the money isn't being used to build good schools or hospitals for its people, is that really a developed country? No. The HDI helps us understand a country's holistic development. It shifts the focus from just economic growth to people-centric growth. It shows us whether the economic progress is actually translating into a better life for the citizens. Basically, GDP tells us how much money a country has, but the HDI tells us about the quality of life of the people living there. Now, let's get a little technical. How is the HDI actually calculated? The UNDP calculates a separate index for each of the three dimensions we just discussed: health, education, and standard of living. Each of these indices has a value between 0 and 1. Health index. This is calculated from the life expectancy at birth. A higher life expectancy results in a higher score. Education index. This combines the mean and expected years of schooling to create a single score. Income index. This is based on the GNI per capita, using a logarithm to account for the fact that a higher income doesn't always translate into an equal increase in well-being. The final HDI value is the geometric mean of these three indices. This is a fancy way of saying that the three scores are multiplied together, and then the cube root is taken. This is an important detail because it ensures that all three dimensions are equally important. A country can't get a high HDI just by having a strong economy. It must also perform well in health and education. So, which countries are on top of the list? And where does your country stand? The HDI ranking divides countries into four main categories: very high human development, high human development, medium human development, and low human development. Typically, countries like Norway, Switzerland, and Ireland are at the very top of the list. They have excellent standards in health, education, and living. When we look at a country like India, it falls into the medium human development category. Its rank has been improving steadily over the years, which is great news. This means that as a country, we are making progress in improving our people's lives. However, there is still a lot of work to be done in improving health facilities and education so that we can move into the high human development category. While the HDI is a great tool, it's not perfect. It has some limitations. For example, the HDI doesn't account for inequality within a country. A country might have a high average score, but there could be huge disparities between the rich and the poor, or between urban and rural areas. To address this, the UNDP also created the Inequality Adjusted HDI, IHD, which accounts for these disparities and gives a more accurate picture of a country's development. Another limitation is that the HDI doesn't include other important factors like human security, gender equality, or environmental sustainability. It's a great starting point, but it doesn't tell the whole story. So, to conclude, the Human Development Index is a powerful and essential tool for measuring true progress. It reminds us that a country's strength is not just in its economy, but in the well-being and development of its people. It's a key to understanding a country's true health. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe. Let us know in the comments what other topics you'd like us to cover.